Ladies and gentlemen, Vince here. There are a whole bunch of new apps that promise rewards for watching videos, but are they actually worth the time and effort? Let's find out together. Hope you enjoy. First up, we have an app called Drama Cash. And this is what it looks like when you launch it up. Top right corner of the screen, you have your coin-based currency. And on the home screen, you have all the different dramas you can watch. Funny enough, there are actually some categories that you can go through here, which I guess is nice in a way. But realistically, everyone, there are some pretty odd soap operas on this app, okay? Once you actually try and watch one, it's very straightforward. The more you watch the clip for, the more of the coins you generate. And as you can see, I can actually claim my coins now. This takes us to the actual currency and reward system. You see, at the end of every 3 hours, your coins, or points as they call them, will convert into supposedly PayPal currency. Again, that's at least here in Australia and in my own experience, so hopefully in your own country it's the same. Now, while you're watching the videos, you unlock various activities to generate these coins as well. So the more videos you watch, the more progress on the app in theory. At least in my opinion, ladies and gentlemen, this is all about just watching advertisements in between the different soap operas. Generally, that's how these little apps work. It's not what you're doing, it's the advertisement scene. For instance, you'll see this type of ad prompt appear all the time. It doesn't let you actually get your coins until you watch the advertisement to supposedly multiply the coins as well. And even if you don't want to watch the ad, it's going to play it anyway. So let me just break down how my test went. I watched videos for an hour straight and generated 7 cents worth of currency. I withdrew that currency, and yes, I am happy to say that it did arrive to my PayPal account straight away again, at least in my experience here in Australia. Now, that does not mean it's actually worth the time and effort though, everyone, okay? I mean, if you're interested in something like this, then you go right ahead. But for me personally, 7 cents for 1 hour just was not worth the time. So that's my review on Drama Cash. Let's move on to the next app. Next up, we have FlipDrama, and this is what it looks like when you launch it up. As you can see, there are some pretty big claims here against all of these little drama shows, as in the earning potential. Now, I'm not even going to bother saying what they're claiming here because I'm telling you right now, that's just not realistic at all. Whatever you see next to these little pictures, don't believe it in my opinion, okay? Now, interesting enough, they even have like a For You tab. So this acts like YouTube Shorts or Instagram Reels. You guys have probably seen a setup like this before, maybe even TikTok, for instance. Top right corner of the screen, you have that little GIF that is generating rewards the more you watch the shows. So it states that I have 100 of the coins now, and if I'm to actually tap that, it's going to take you to that task space and account balance area. Top right corner of the screen, you can see that it's a coin-based currency, and at the moment I have 3 cents in my balance from what's left over from my previous test. And yes, this also has the 3-hour timer. Again, exact same situation. You go through and you can complete various tasks to try and generate those coins. I'm not too sure what the big appeal is with these like drama apps, everyone. In my opinion, if they made this more like mainstream with stuff we can actually search up on YouTube, for instance, that would be a lot better. Same ad prompt type of system as well here. Again, watch the ad, you can multiply your coins. So not really much else to show you here. Let me just break down how my testing went. I watched videos for an hour straight and was able to generate 11 cents worth of currency. And yes, it did arrive to my PayPal account the last time I withdrew it, although it took around 3 days to actually hit my account. Plus, they've actually changed the name of the app now from Nice Drama to FlipDrama. So look, to be fair, that was a while ago. They do also get you to watch ads to unlock episodes, so keep that in mind. That's my review on FlipDrama, a little bit better than the previous app I just shown you. Hopefully that gives you some sort of insight into it. Either way, let's move on. I did just quickly want to say, if you enjoy what I do here on YouTube every single week, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Without you all, I would not be here, so thank you all so much. Next up, we have Short Drama. And this is what it looks like when you launch it up. Again, exact same situation. Coins are in the right-hand corner of the screen. You have your categories right underneath it. And then you have your dramas, ladies and gentlemen. Same exact situation going on when you actually try to watch one of the dramas. Top right corner of the screen, you have your little coin generation happening. Tapping on that is essentially going to give the exact same layout as the other apps I've just shown you. So you can see that most of these apps are made by the same developers, in my opinion. They're just continuously try and pump out these styles. So yet again, we have our coin-based currency, our 3-hour timer, and supposed PayPal currency. And we have the exact same type of ad prompt system. Now, it is worth mentioning some of these dramas are really out there, so just remember that, everyone, before going into it. Either way, that's all there is to show. I'm not going to waste your time. I watched these dramas for an hour straight, watched countless advertisements, and I only generated 8 cents worth of USD that I did withdraw, and I am happy to say that yes, it did arrive to my PayPal account straight away in my own experience here in Australia, but that does not mean it's worth the time and effort in my opinion. You have to think, if you're in a country that can generate at least like $3 from one survey, why would you bother with an application like this? I think it all just comes down to expectations and what you're really willing to put up with. Either way, that's my review on short drama. Unless you're like phone farming or something, I can't imagine where these things would ever come into play. Either way, let's move on. Next up, we have Money Video. Hopefully you're all still with me, everyone, after showing you these dramas. I know it's a bit hard to take in sometimes, but switching it up here, we have Money Video. Top of the screen, we have our balance with our 3-hour timer and our goal. And as you can see straight away, we don't have dramas spamming us. In fact, we have normal videos. But then we get ad prompts as well, of course. But I have to say, everyone, seeing actual clips instead of drama soap operas is such a welcome sight right now. Again, exact same situation. You watch the clips and those coins generate in the background. As you can see, my goal is actually increasing the more clips I'm watching. Interesting enough, it actually does have the exact same task-based system though. So if you don't want to watch those clips, you go through the task area and you can smash out advertisements. By now, I'm sure you guys understand how these apps work. To be fair, all of these apps do have little mini games within that task area. Exact same style of ad prompts as well, by the way. Funny enough, they actually have a games area if you want to explore more of those mini games. But so far, compared to a majority of these little drama and clip apps, this is actually pretty decent to see. Now, how the actual tests go. I watched 1 hour of clips and I generated 11 cents worth of USD currency. And when I tested the withdrawal, yes, it did arrive to my PayPal account straight away in my country and experience, but does that mean it's worth it? I mean, from a revenue point of view, no, not in my opinion, but from an actual application point of view, it's probably one of the better ones we've seen so far for sure. But look, that's my money video review. Again, completely up to you what you're gonna do. That's just my opinion on it, okay? So let's move on to the next app. Next up, we have an app called Short Video Money. And this is what it looks like when you launch it up. Top of the screen, we have our goal, our currency, and of course, our 3-hour timer. Underneath that, we have the watch videos to supposedly earn rewards area. Beneath that, we have the daily check-in area, and essentially all of the tasks you all know and love or hate at this point on these style of applications, okay? They're not going to waste your time again. You understand. You've seen them many times now throughout the video. Let's go check out that YouTube area. So funny enough, this is actually very close, if not YouTube Shorts, everyone, that we're watching at the moment. And as you can see, by watching the shorts, you get the ad prompt to generate the coins. Obviously, you're going to watch the ad because then you get the extra coins. Because if you don't, it plays the ad anyway. So I have to say, this is probably the closest you're going to get to an actual shorts-based reward type of application. Technically doesn't involve YouTube. What I mean by that is that they probably don't have permission to actually show these realistically, but either way, it's here and it's on the Google Play Store, so you know. You do have your little chests in the right corner of the screen as well, again, generating those rewards while you're watching the clips. So look, there's not much else to really show you here. Let me just break down how the test went. I watched these shorts for 1 hour straight and again, generated 11 cents worth of USD currency. And yes, I am happy to say, as you can see, it states cash out is done. And that's because I did receive it to my PayPal account straight away, at least in my experience in Australia. I think the main problem is it's very ad heavy, like every 30 seconds you're gonna see an ad, but it's kind of expected on an app like this. So that's my review of Short Video Money. I feel like these developers are getting close to developing an app that actually is pretty decent. They just have to bump up those rates heavily. Because right now, in my opinion, it's still not worth the time and effort, sadly. In fact, all the apps shown today really are lacking, and they kind of capped off, at least in my country, at around 11 cents per hour, if I was lucky. Well, hopefully I saved someone time out there. Check out my channel for almost 1,000 reviews. See you all later.